Well, this is what happens when your Spanish sucks. I thought they actually make these into juices, but I was like, no, I want mango. Then I changed my mind to coconut. So I've got a mix of both. Buenos dias, chicos y chicas. It's Friday, 22nd of December, and I am here once again in front of the Bellas Artes. I was supposed to actually go on a day trip to the pyramids today, but since I stayed out late last night, had a bit of alcohol, there was no chance I was getting up this morning. So instead, today we're going to visit the Anthropology Museum. So that's going to be pretty interesting. I've been waiting to go to that place since I got here, but before then, got to buy a few things. So it's only midday now, and this street is packed full of people. So many people out shopping, and you'd be very surprised how hard it is to find an electronics store. I've walked up and down this whole thing, and I can't find any store that sells camera stuff. Far out. I think I have to go somewhere else, I think. So much nicer being on a bus than walking through the streets, I'll tell you that much. It was probably like 4 kilometers from where I was to get to the Anthropology Museum, and so glad I decided to catch a bus. It just takes a little bit of effort to try to figure out, you know, the bus network and, you know, which stations connect to which, and asking a few questions, but eventually you get there and, you know, it kind of gets easier each time, you'd hope. So I think I've had my time walking around Mexico City already, so I think from now on I'll be catching the bus. I literally spent all morning going through all the little shops trying to find my bandana, and I'm so glad I finally found it. You wouldn't believe how many stores there are. Like, out of the thousands of stores I went through for the last few days, only one of them had this, and I had to ask, like, do you have a store that has a bandana? And then they pointed me to one, so thank God. But anyway, it's like a las 2 de la tarde, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so haven't even had lunch yet, so hopefully I find something to eat there. I'm feeling like nachos at the moment. I'm a little bit tacoed out, but hopefully I find some good food when I get off at the Anthropology Museum. Alright, so we have made it now to the Anthropology Museum just behind me there, but I'm starving, so we're gonna get ourselves some Mexican food. Now, I do like Mexican food, but I just find it a little bit on the oily side, especially like the base of like the tacos. Sorry, the tacos and whatever the other things are called. It's just the whole pan frying the bread base, and you know, when you touch it's just oily, and sometimes I just need a break from that, but ain't gonna find any noodles or any Asian food around here, so let's see what our options are. Here are our torta options. 40 pesos for these, 45, a bit more expensive for these ones. Jugo de mango, jugo de strawberry, jugo de mix of fruits. Hola, can we get jugo de mango? Yep. And we have finally made it to the National Museum of Anthropology, aka and we have finally made it to the National Museum of Anthropology, aka Museo Nacional de Antropologia. Whew, that was a bit to say, but it's taken us all afternoon to get here. So this is Mexico's biggest and most visited museum. So I think there's a lot of ground to cover here. They say 2.5 hours is rushing it, and to do it properly you probably need like 4 hours. Now, I'm not going to pretend I know anything about Mexican anthropology or archaeology, so I think I'm just gonna do a bit of B-roll around and say a few interesting things that I find. So sit back and relax. on the second level now, and this place is huge. It took me like 2 hours to go through the bottom. I'll go through it a bit more faster up here, but definitely allow yourself a lot of time if you want to do this place properly, and it has pretty much everything you need to know about Mexico's anthropology and archaeology. You know, it goes through Mexico's entire history, all the way from 30,000 BC right up to the Teotihuacan, to the Mayans, and all the way to today's age and Mexico's history. So a lot of interesting stuff here. Well, that's it guys. Hope you guys enjoyed our whirlwind tour of the Museum of Anthropology. Now, when you spend so much time in there, you come out and you don't even know what you read and what you saw, but the only thing I do remember is this thing. So this is the Piedra del Sol, which is the sunstone, and I have no idea what it means, but it pretty much has this guy in the middle there with his tongue out, and each side of his hands is holding a human heart. So quite interesting, so I bought a magnet for it. So we're not quite done for the day yet. I'm gonna head back to my hostel now, and later on tonight I got a special for you guys. I'm gonna see a Mexican amigo who I haven't seen in like 4 years. So really excited to meet up with him and have a few drinks.
Hey man, what's up?
How are you?
Good to see you.
Long time?
See you, man. Yeah.
Is it something? Cool. Awesome. How have you been, man?
Am I going to be in your vlog?
Yes.
Okay.
We don't have this at home, so you have to tell us what you're doing.
Okay, I'm preparing a michelada.
Michelada.
So first, we choose some liquid to put on the rim of the cup.
Yeah.
Then we choose some of the powder. I'm going to choose this one, spicy.
Okay.
Okay, so we get the sauces next.
Okay.
We put some lemon in there.
Okay.
This is like spicy but sweet at the same time.
Okay. More
Called,
spicy.
chamoy. You like? I like gummy bears inside. Lots and lots.
Not a bad choice.
And that's about it for me. My favorite is India.
Alright, let's cheers this. So, what is this called again?
This is called michelada.
Alright,
Michelada.
we're having the michelada. Yeah, michelada, beer with lollies in it. Cheers, man. Cheers, guys. I like the sweetness and the sour as well.